Good afternoon, America. We are here with.
Van Dyke again.
You're saying that you watched episode 3.
Yeah, I saw a lot of it.
I'm glad. I'm glad you gave it a shot because I always feel like me and Marcos have good conversations. So I'm glad someone actually gave it a fucking listen and could actually, talk about the good, intricate conversations we had.
Yeah, it's very funny. I still don't. I didn't know he knows me.
I did a podcast yesterday. Actually, I did it with this actor.
Really?
Yeah, this actor that I met at the gym. He came.
Stop by.
Yeah, I hit him like originally. I had planned for Friday. I had this episode planned with this one guy, but like things fell through. So I was like, God damn, dude, like I was desperate for a fucking guest. So I was like, all right, I gotta fucking hit up everybody I know. And then I was like, oh shit, I got his fucking business card. Like I had it right there in my fucking whiteboard. So I was like, I'm just gonna fucking take a shot. Let's see. And I hit him up, and he was like, yeah, I'm down. Like I'll be free like in an hour or whatever, you know. And yeah, he showed up, and I was like, well, holy fuck, yeah, you're serious. Shit.
There's a few people that want to show up. I get asked a lot.
Yeah, but see, a lot of people do that. Like this thing, like a lot of people, for some reason, people like saying, like they're attracted to saying, "Oh, let me be on the podcast." But then when you actually get down to it and you start planning shit, they all of a sudden like, "Oh yeah, I can't do it," or they go silent.
That's why I made my way over here because I was like, man, I've been putting it off for a while because I also been job searching, and like like being around the house and having to take care of the business that need to be done with like my mom, my little brother, my grandma, and they're very like they're frail, like they're very like sometimes they have a hard time talking it through, and then they just like automatically just start yelling at each other, and then that wakes me up, and then I'm like, can you guys chill? And then my little brother, he gets really like mad, like you can see it in his face, and like he's pissed off a lot, and he be going out and just like taking some time away, like he can go, and he likes to go to like somewhere in like I guess like kind of like near North Hollywood or like near the station, I guess, or like a comic book place, or a Barnes and Nobles maybe or something. I don't know. He likes to make his way around like his rounds. So, he's very planned. He likes to plan things, and then when it doesn't go the way he plans, he starts to freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you drinking on water?
Yeah, I actually need more water. I need to refill that shit, but
I had to get water yesterday. I got a case. So, and then this morning we only had like a little bit of money left, so I went and got some top ramen noodles. But then that's when I started like throwing up and stuff like that. And so after that, and before that as well, like your boy, he's hanging in there.
well, that's good.
I had to call the paramedics today, and they basically told me it's like if they're gonna not put you, because I kind of know because working at Providence, like they have a system where it's like levels of like how intense, like like people going there like damn near came from an almost fatal crash. You see a lot of like graphic things, you know what I'm saying? And so it was really intriguing working there. I kind of blew that one up, but yeah, like there'll be a lot of stuff going on. Then there'll be people that go in for like a mental evaluation, but there's like a long line, and so it's like people, that's why they have it like to how intense it is. And then some people just get so impatient they don't even want to be there. It'd be interesting. There'd be like people that go there to just make a scene, and then they're hysterical, and then when they're seen, they act like they haven't been seen, and stuff like that. And yeah, dude. And then yeah, basically, that's why security was there, like really like enforce, like, hey, like, can you leave? And they're like, what, fuck you, like, I'm gonna sue you guys. And it's like, okay, go ahead. Like, we're just doing our job. You've been seen, like, you know. And yeah, it'd be a lot of crazy stuff. But it paid very well. Yeah. But they didn't, like, they stopped getting back to me because, yeah, they tried to send me to, Valencia. Valencia, and, like, I messed up that. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna get there, like, at this time. Because it was, like, late at night. And so I'm like, man, like, that's gonna be a lot of work. And so I told the lady, like, hey, I need another place. Like, they're like, nope, you fucking, and then they just stopped answering the calls. And then I try to book some more days because I'm still employed by them, but they just took me off the schedule. And so every time I try to start a schedule, try to work at, like, Providence and stuff, they just, like, canceled. And then I was working at this another place too, APG. I had to go in today as well, but then that's when I started feeling sick. You know, like it was kind of hard to get sleep. I was like I said, throwing up, and so I blew that too. And I've already, like, contacted with them and stuff like that, but they're like, hey, like, you need to start showing up, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody called, like, somebody gave you their hours, and that's not fair to them, and totally understandable. And I was trying to work tonight, but basically they're like, well, we'll see about it. They'll have, you know, they have the captain is like of the ranks in that guard company is the son of the lady that hired me from HR. And she has another son too. He's pretty cool as well. And then my ex-girlfriend, I already told you, ex-girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's cousin and his girlfriend works there. Oh man, it's a shit show. It's a fucking shit show. And they're cool. I try not to make any problems. So, like, but then again, it was like that whole thing with, you know, like, living at Kiki's and stuff like that with that one guy and stuff like that, you know, like, she's the one that told, all that kind of messed up stuff.
You still talk to her?
I try to reach out to her, but she just wants to be alone, so I just be like, fine. I remember, I told you, right, that I gave her a ride, from where she was.
Yeah.
Because she just, you know, she likes to smoke weed, man. I still haven't even smoked weed, bro.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So, that part and stuff like that. So, I know that she be smoking weed and drinking and whatever else she does, because, you know, yeah. But, yeah, it's you know, like, I just gotta be respectful. I'd be, like, trying to hit her up because, like, you know, I say, how you doing and stuff like that, you know, but the only time we ever hit each other up is that if we, like, you know, need, like, a favor or, like, you know, or, like, she wants to get some of the stuff that I have, like, that she, like, I guess, you know, we had to help my mom and my grandma and my little brother before they moved into the new place, so they had to go over there and, like, shower, and, you know, they were sleeping in a U-Haul. And then, you know, we gave him some blankets, so she wanted some of her blankets back, and I couldn't find one, and then I had some of her, like, documents that I forgot to give her as well, and she forgot to take. So it's only, like, we only talk whenever we need to, like, I don't know, get our shit back. Like, she didn't even want to hug me. Like, I had to reach in for a hug. I was like, dude, like, I know you got your bitter way of, you know, thinking of me, but it's like, you know, I still try to be your friend here, you know. And so she, like, reached in for a hug, but, you know, I could see she was very hesitant. I guess she still, like, needs time away. But, you know, enough of that story.
I'll talk about the podcast that I had yesterday. This guy, he's an actor. He's been in the, I don't know what you want to call it, the acting world for, I forgot how long he said. I want to say almost like 10 years or something. Mm-hmm. So I was asking about, like, you know, just fucking, like, crazy shit, like all the satanic rituals and, like, fucking the casting couch and all that shit.
That's that industry though.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
I was
like
telling him about it.
I was watching a Theo Vaughn podcast. Shout out Theo Vaughn again. He did one with Roseanne, and they were talking about all that. Like they had like he even took like one of her cigarettes. He's like, all right, fuck it, because I think he's sober, but I mean he has probably other things that he has to take. So, but he was like, all right, I'll go for a cigarette. Like they were all having a good conversation. It was a pretty, yeah, she was talking about stuff like that, like how satanic and, like how, like the Jewish, like run the industry, but they're all fucking crazy, but they all try to stick together, and then there's all this other stuff that goes on, because, people want to make money, big bucks, and keep their wealth, so... Yeah, she was talking about all that. She was like, yeah, she's like, that's like every industry. That's like the rap industry. That's like a lot of industries. I was like blown away. I was like, wow. Like, I mean, nobody really talks about that.
Well, I could hear that here on ImWithCesar.
When you get, is that going to be the 4th episode or what?
Yeah, it's episode 4. Yeah. Okay. It should
sure.
be up by the time this episode is up. But he fucking saved last night. Honestly, that motherfucker was like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Man, I'm telling you, there'd be some interesting people out there that really want to get on the podcast, but they gotta show up. They gotta show up first, and then you have your time frame. Like you be busy as well.
So what's up with Fernando? Is he gonna?
I hit him up, but he left me on scene.
See, I told you, motherfuckers, that they for some reason it's like a fucking like they just need to say like, oh fuck yeah, let me go on the podcast. Like it gets them off or some shit. And then like when he actually started like, oh okay, like what days are you free? Okay, I can work with that. Then fucking ghost your ass.
Yeah, something else comes up or something. And
Fernando, you fucking pussy.
And then remember Jesus?
Yeah, what's up with him?
He said he wanted to get on as well, but. I don't know. He be on a different time frame, so like he be I don't know. He be doing like work and stuff like that. I remember I had a conversation with him like around the time I moved in. He was like, "I'm taking a shit, but you're gonna listen to me, Van Dyke. You need to stop bitching." Like I was like, and it was funny because ironically I was in the bathroom too.
Really?
Yeah. So it was kind of like I'm like, hold up, I'm in the bathroom. He's like, oh, I called you by accident. I'm taking a shit. Like, I was like, damn, bro.
Well,
you got a lot of energy right now. And then he hit me up the next day. He's like, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Oh, was he drunk or?
He probably was drunk.
Yeah, I see Danny a lot. You remember Danny?
Danny the white one, or Oscar's cousin. Or the one that used to
Jesus' friend. You guys always called him Emo Danny for some reason.
Oh, Danny, with the one with glasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see him a lot. I see him at the gym.
Oh yeah, he's taken me to the gym before too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taken me one time to the planet the one right here that they have in Silmar.
Yeah.
Forgot what I think they renamed it or something.
Yeah, I see him a lot. He looks good. Looks like he's been hitting the gym.
Yeah, no. Those guys are cool. Shout out all y'all.
I had him on the podcast one time, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, early on before, like, we rebranded and everything. But, yeah, I had him on the podcast. It was, he was easy to fucking schedule. He was like, yeah, just let me know. Oh, or can we do it this day? And I was like, yeah, sure, we could do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't drinking at the time, so I drank for both of us.
Okay.
And, yeah, I was like, God damn. Why am I drinking so much? But yeah.
You get like that too, man. And then you start to feel like shit. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. You just start to feel like shit. You feel a little weak. You feel a little wobbly.
Yeah, it was never a fun day the next day.
You're like all anxious.
I was never anxious. I just, I was like, fuck, when I drink all that alcohol shit, I was like, I think the alcohol is making me talk more shit than I already talk.
Yeah, it does.
So I was like, man. I mean, if you listen to the podcast from back then, I think most people would probably be like, man, is this guy really talking this much shit?
Yeah.
Like an hour of just fuck this, fuck that, fuck you.
Yeah, nah, it'll do that to you. It'll do that to you, and then it was like, bro, like it's crazy because like when like the day that me and like I left, I had to leave Kiki's. Like I guess she had woken me up, and I was saying like just mean things to her, like, but I didn't even know. She like showed me a video. I was like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. And then you see like you get apologetic after. You're just like, I'm sorry about that. Like, but she's like, nah, that's the last straw. And I was like, all right.
Wait, so you were drunk and you like passed out or what?
Yeah, I fell asleep, and then like I guess she had woken me up, and it's happened before, like from the drinking and stuff like that. Like I get I get like really alert, and then like I remember like waking up, being back at my mom's and stuff like that. I remember waking up, and then like to like a noise, and then like I'm like saying like, don't fucking touch my stuff, because they like to move my stuff around. So I try to just, like I tell them to just keep it all like in one spot, and then yeah, and then they got the picture after that. So they're just like, yeah, you see, my grandma likes to do that kind of stuff, and then she forgets words. She put everything, and then she moves stuff that it's like, it's like puts it in a bizarre place. And then yeah, just stuff like that. So that's why I be like trying to like, and then she be like, she has this bed that she got from this guy named Francisco. And then like it's kind of like it's a used bed, so like it'd be falling apart, but like she like, I don't know, somehow like manages to like tie things up with it, like random things, even like cords and stuff like that, and then like keep it like together. And so I was like, just get some cinder blocks. Like, I don't know. Like, if you want to keep the bed up. Yeah. Because then she hurts herself, like, because she picks up this big old bed. And then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I have to help her, or my little brother, I had to tell him, like, because they all sleep in, like, the same room, and I just sleep on the couch. So, then she decided yesterday to rearrange the couch. So I'm like, damn, you be hurting yourself, like, you're like almost 80, like, that, it's like, you need to just take it easy, And so, yeah. Yep, she be doing stuff like that.
What about you? What have you been doing besides
job hunting?
Yeah.
Job hunting, stretching, talking to the people that I could talk to, especially Blue. Shout out Blue again.
Oh yeah, what's up with
she be there like to talk and stuff like that when she's online and stuff. She likes to she lives all the way in Michigan. She likes to just, she does like the same thing like with her family and stuff like that, like be like a mediator and stuff like that. And then she she pursues her podcast thing on on the app.
What app is it?
Goes live, POF.
Oh, right.
And so like they go, like people go live, and then I'll hop into her live and stuff like that, and they're always so nice to, like, they're like, oh, Nightshade, like, how you doing? So I was like talking to her, and there's another girl as well, Nettie, that they kind of know each other because they live like relatively like near each other. I've never been to Detroit, so I don't really know the tri-state area like that. I've never been like pretty far like that, but I guess it's all like pretty close to each other, like the tri-state area. Like it's only like a few hours, and then you're in another state, and then like another few hours you're in another state. Like Chicago's not too far or something, and I'm like, damn, I want to kind of go out there, see what it's like. But when there's time for that, my little brother be saying stuff because he likes to look at train videos. He's like, I want to go to Louisiana, and I'm just like, well, damn, like that's. He's like, I know a train that'll take me there. I'm like, well, no, you can't go by yourself. You'll get lost. And then, I don't know, you'll end up in some funky situation. And then he's like, yeah, I know. And then I'm just like, but that's good that you want to travel. He's like, yeah, I want to eat food. I want to eat the Louisiana food. I'm like, seems like a long way to go for food. And like, you could probably find that out in like LA somewhere, like a Louisiana I don't know.
Yeah, what is that, like Asian food or?
I guess it's like fried food. A lot of fried food, I guess. Like fried chicken, French fries. He likes, he likes his chicken strips and stuff.
Can't go wrong with chicken strips.
Yep.
What about you? You ever gonna travel to not just a different state, but a different country?
I've been in Nicaragua twice.
How'd you like that?
It was pretty interesting to see all those people. Those guys are wild.
The Nicaraguans?
Yeah, they're all like doing a lot of, I don't even know. They're wild in the way they carry themselves, but they're nice at the end of the day because they're family. Mm-hmm. But then this is like the bizarre thing. I think you were talking about like all the incest or something. Like, I don't know.
What?
I don't know, bro. Like, or that was actually Roseanne. Like, I don't know. That's like some crazy shit. Like, you marry your, like your cousin or your cousin's cousin. Like, what the fuck? Like, you guys were like, I'm like, at some, like, I don't even know what to say about that kind of stuff, dude. Like, cause
yeah,
I would never want to date my cousin, dude.
Yeah, it was a big shit. I was talking about no incest.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally like that. That's what I guess it was on the Theo Vaughn podcast, but like, yeah, they were talking about stuff like that, and I'm just like, wow, they keep it in the family, like, but then it's like, come on, there's like morals. I mean, I wouldn't want to date my cousin, bro. Like, fuck that. I wouldn't want to date my second, third cousin, nothing. I wouldn't want to date anything like that.
Do you know what a second cousin is?
It's like your cousin's cousin?
Do you know what a third cousin is? Twice removed?
It's your cousin's cousin's cousin?
And I remember I looked it up because I was like, all right, what the fuck does this mean? Like, I remember I had a friend saying, like, oh, you don't know what that means. You're a fucking idiot. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck it means either. Like, you don't know the fucking...
It's like they didn't even want to talk about it.
And I was like, tell me what it means. And he didn't fucking know what it fucking meant either. So I looked it up, but I forgot what it fucking
Third
meant.
cousins, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, at some point it just gets blurry or something. That's why, like, when I was down in Nicaragua, my late grandpa, rest in peace, he's like, don't go chasing none of these women around here. Cause dude, I was walking down the street and then people were like with the last name Hunter and like walking down everywhere. Cause it's like, it's just an island, in Corn Island. And then I'd be like, what the fuck? That Hunter, like, that's my last name. What the fuck? And it's just like people just walking around and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, he's like, don't go with none of these women. You're gonna get the germ. Which I guess was like his version of calling AIDS germs and stuff like that. I was like, what the fuck? And then the girls were like flirting with me, bro. I was like, nah, I'm not interested. I don't even know where the fuck, like.
I don't know if we're related.
I don't know if we're related, dude. So I just stayed away. I just, say hi and bye. They'd ask me for like.
In Spanish?
No, in English. But like in a more Caribbean sense. But they knew Spanish. They know Spanish. They learned Spanish. But and then some people did know Spanish and like they only knew like they only have like one English class they take. And so it's like and the rest are just Spanish. So yeah, they were teaching me a lot of Spanish and then people would be like, "Hi Von Dyke. I like your socks. Can I have a pair? I'll take it right off you." And I'm just like, no, I got some clean socks at the crib. I'll give you a pair. Like, it's just black socks. Everybody likes to take my socks. My mom always asks me for socks. I'd be like, what the fuck?
I had this one guy named Miner steal some of my socks. He still denies it to this day.
Oh, fuck.
I know. What a fucking degenerate.
Degeneration.
Speaking of the devil, though, about Nicaraguans, one of your fellow people, this one girl that I forgot what she said. She's like you. Her family is from Nicaragua, but she was the only other Nicaraguan that like I was associated with. Right? Mm-hmm. She posted on her fucking Snapchat story, and I was like, "Holy shit! I have not seen you in the longest." So I was like, oh yeah, she's Nicaraguan, just like Van Dyke.
Yeah, I mean, so is Theo Vaughn. He's well, it's like, they're half, like, because they come over to America, so it's like, but you're still like, you still got it in your blood. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still like Nicaraguan. I'm Nicaraguan American. I be telling people Afro Latino because they have they have all types of people there. They have the ones that are like light skinned. They have the ones that are dark skinned. The ones that moved to Florida. They moved to Louisiana. They moved to California. They moved. There's a lot everywhere. So it's like my grandma's always like, "Oh, we have some family in Louisiana too," and then I'd be like, "Oh shit." She's like, "Yeah, maybe like." So I'm like, "Maybe I am related to Theophon after all."
Yeah, a lot of fucking Mexicans in the South.
That's true.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the South?
I only, as far as I went, would be Vegas. I don't know if that's South.
No, that's not South.
It's like Midwest or something.
That's still West.
Oh
well. I could be wrong. My geography isn't that fucking good, but let's see. Let's fucking take a look. Let's look at a fucking U.S. map. U.S. map. I'm pretty sure they're like to the side of us.
The farthest I've been around that area is like the only states I've been to is going up north to like Sacramento, but I didn't get to like Oregon, and I've been to Vegas a few times now.
Did you know that it takes less time to drive to Southern Oregon than it does to get to Humboldt, California?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, usually fucking people are like, "What the fuck? Are you fucking with me?" When I tell them that. But yeah.
But it's like right there, cause like from like Sacramento and like San Francisco, they would just say like like Oregon is not too far from here. Like just going a little more past a few more cities and stuff like that, and then you'll be there. So like that's as far as I've gotten close to another state. Had to go to Sacramento a few times. I went one time with my ex-girlfriend. We planned a day and stuff like that. And I was running on low money, but she ended up clearing that. And I was like, I was just stoked to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful girl. Probably the most beautiful girl I've ever been with. Besides, countless girlfriends. She unfollowed me too. I was like, what the fuck? Because I follow her friend. I don't know. They've been... The fuck? And so I guess she'd see me like her friend's picture and she just said, fuck this. Just unfollow. And I was like, damn. I still follow her though. I'm like, damn. That shit sucks.
What's that on your lock screen right there?
Oh, that's just like hentai.
Just straight up say it.
Yeah, it's fucking hentai, dude. I've had that thing for years.
I don't know if you got to that portion of the podcast, but I was talking to Marcos. Have you ever seen Blade Runner 2049? The one with Ryan Gosling?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, there's do you know who Ryan Gosling is? The guy from The Notebook?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that guy.
Yeah, that actor. Well, he's in Blade Runner 2049, and he's the lead, right? The protagonist. Mm-hmm. And then like, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess like he has an artificial like girlfriend named Joy, who's like a hologram and shit. It's the actress Anna de Armas. Maybe you've heard of her.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
There's a lot of artists out there. I don't know. I don't know them all.
And so pretty much, like that's essentially his fucking girlfriend / wife. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the fucking Plankton and his wife. I know you probably are familiar with that from SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that pretty much. And
like a fucking computer.
Yeah, essentially, really. And I was telling Marcos because he studied computer science and everything. So I was like, you think we'll ever get like companion robots or artificial intelligence like the one we saw in Blade Runner 2049?
I think they're already making stuff like that.
Well, the first thing he jumped to was like, oh yeah, definitely, we're getting closer to sex robots.
Yes, dude. Yeah,
but I wasn't talking about sex robots. I was talking about just the fucking hologram and shit.
Oh, like
that's the first thing everyone jumps to. Shit.
I'm pretty sure they got that kind of technology out there too already. Like holograms and stuff like that. You know, they're just still working on it. You know, it's funny. When you guys mentioned the Chat GBT, I looked it up. I was like, damn, these fucking AIs are fucking crazy. That shit's wild. And then I'd be like, you know what? Now they're trying to like, all they have to do now is just somehow make that a person.
Tesla's gonna do that. They're gonna fucking add a sex robot feature into their cars. Watch.
Oh shit.
Mark my words.
Elon Musk. Shout out Elon Musk.
We need to get a fucking sponsor for this podcast. Fucking Fleshlight or some shit like that.
It's gonna start off like, I think Theo Vaughn said he started off with like some fucking toothbrush sponsors, and then like, you know, gradually he got more sponsors. Like, but definitely like, that's why you gotta be consistent. I mean, like, it's good that we're being consistent.
I'll take a toothbrush sponsor, fucking bamboo one.
Toothbrush. Then they have the Manscaped. And then he has all the ones that he'd be announcing now, but he's like, he was on another podcast with Bobby Lee. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend at the time, Kalila and stuff like that. And then they were like, man, you guys have got some nice sponsors in here. Like, we just got a fucking toothbrush sponsor for us. And then now I see he does, he has that, now he has a bunch of like ones that he's shouting out, like some blue pills, like the rhino pills type thing, blue chews or something, blue chew.
I would want this shit called gamer subs that this one guy from the gym got me on. It's like fucking just looks like powder. It's literally just powder, but like you fucking put it in a drink, shake it up, gives you fucking a good caffeine high and shit.
See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everything we put in our body can, like, it affects us, even with water. It's like, sometimes I don't even know, like, that's why I be, like, telling, like, my mom, like, she wants me to drink some Alka-Seltzer for, like, you know, and then, like, I'm like, I can't stomach it, or I can't drink it right now. All I can really drink is, like, mostly water.
What's Alka-Seltzer?
Alka-Seltzer is those, it's like that pill to help with, like, congestion. Not congestion, what does it help with? I think it helps, like, your sinus or something. It tastes like, kind of like soda, where you put it in a drink and then it starts to fizz up.
Water. You're talking about those little pills? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
That I'm like, I don't want to drink that. What the fuck? Like, I'm here dying. You want me to drink some Alka-Seltzer? You think it's gonna help? She's like, drink some Tylenol. I'm like, I'm not drinking no fucking Tylenol. What the fuck? Like, I don't like to associate with like pills and all that kind of stuff. And then I see them, like, I could see them having a hard time, like sometimes it like makes people agitated. The Benadryl too, like all that kind of stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, people honestly, like, were you the one talking about the Benadryl?
Yeah, we're talking about Benadryl.
It's like, fuck, dude. It's like 10 to get a fucking high. It's like, fuck, what are you putting in your body? One puts you to sleep. I'm like, I stay away from all that shit. Like, that shit's scary. Like, because then it gets dicey when you add other stuff to it. Then you're high off of, like, not just one thing. You're high off of, like, 5 different things. Caffeine, this, that, the third. Like,
it's just like
caffeine. Protein shake.
Or protein shakes, as long as it's that one right there.
You know, like, yeah, everybody has the ones that they choose. That's why the market's there for it. But it's like, yeah, it comes with like side effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be seeing that. That's why I be thinking my mom be like stressing out, and then like my grandma has her medication that she has to take, and you know, like, so I be trying to keep it like in a place where she could see it. But then she'd be flipping the bed up, and then, like, now I have to find it again, and then they're requesting, like, hey, Van Dyke, find my pills. Find this, find that. I'm like, just keep it in the damn cupboard or something. And then she has to take a lot of different ones for different, like, reasons now. And then I'm just like, wow, like, you're off of, like, 5 different pills. Like, and I'm just like... And I know she didn't do the research. It just says take 1 per day and stuff like that. I'm like, do you even know what's in this? Like, yeah, it'd be wild.
Did you like that Benadryl conversation we had? Because I was trying to talk to him about like the whole Hat Man situation.
Oh yeah, you were talking about some like hat man and then some lady, some
The
like some
hag, the whole
hag
hag.
lady,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I don't know, probably like Slender Man exists too.
And we dabbled into the paranormal / mystical world, I guess.
Dude, yeah, nah. I remember I had a dream when I had the sleep paralysis where I told you about, and then like I was like awake, stretching, listening to a podcast, fell asleep out of nowhere, woke up. I mean, woke up into the dream where I was still stretching, and then like I couldn't get up. You feel me? I couldn't even get up. I tried to get up, and then outside my body, I was like you feel me? Like trying to wake myself up, and then I was in a dark room with like I swear to God, like 14 big guys. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it's all dark in the room. And then I realized that I'm having a dream. I tried, like, because it's kind of hard to, like, move. Have you ever had, like, that, like, a dream where you try to, like, move, but you're, like, falling over? Never? I couldn't get up. Try to get past these guys. Because I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It's, like, scared the fuck out of me. Pushed me back down. I was like, what the fuck? And I got up. And I kind of, like, looked at their faces because it was dark. And it was, like, just a bunch of, like, goons, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And then I woke up and I was like, like, I woke up like screaming. Have you ever had that? Like, I was just like,
I feel like I have, but I can't remember.
Yeah, and even Kiki would like sometimes see, because I have very vivid dreams, like very memorable dreams, and I try to keep up with all of them. But I'd wake up, like, I'd have a nightmare, and then, like, I'd just be like, and she'd be like, what's going on? I'm just like, I'm sorry, I had a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a nightmare in a while, really.
I be trying. That's sometimes, like, after that dream with the sleep paralysis, it was so hard for me to sleep. I was, like, processing everything. I was like, I was just right here doing the same thing in my dream, and then out of nowhere, I just fall asleep because I was listening to a podcast, and I was as well just stretching. Getting my stretches in, because you gotta stretch, especially when you're getting older. And so I try to remember that. I was actually talking with a girl about that last night, and my cousin, rest in peace, Janice, she would stretch a lot, before she passed away. And so, like, yeah, it's just crazy, like. And then, like, I had another dream that I was getting shot. You know those Orbeez shooters? Like it's like a toy gun, but it like shoots like these little like gel pellets at you, but they still kind of like hurt a little bit. And then like I got shot by like one by my friend because I was like, let me see how these feel. He's like, and then he was like shooting me outside the car, and then I guess I had a dream about that. Woke up and I was like, I was like, man, I woke up fighting. That shit was crazy. Yeah, dreams are crazy, dude. Like, it's so mysterious.
Have you ever taken melatonin?
Actually, yeah, I have a little bottle right there in like my little medicine section at my house. When I can't sleep, I usually take like maybe like one or two like little doses, because it's like, I guess it's like for like, it says it's for like children, but like you it still can be used for adults. You just you gotta take the right dosage. And then I try not to have it because I'd have scary dreams.
Really?
Yeah, I would just have like scary dreams, and then just wake up like, what the fuck? Because then, especially like during the first 5 minutes, like, I really remember, like, the dream very well. And then it's, like, usually, like, I don't know, the couple times that I did take it, it just made me, just scared when I'd wake up. And I have all these, like, that's why I would say I have a lot more bad dreams than good dreams. Like, when I have a good dream, I feel like I'm more at peace and I get more sleep. And, sometimes it gets weird and bizarre, and things are just fucking going left and right. And it's crazy because like SP, he said that it's like everything, even like because he knows a lot of like different kind of like religious people, and so he would say stuff like like you hearing stuff like it affects you, it'll affect your mood, like it'll affect like how you feel, or like good things, like just listen to good things. It's like a sixth sense kind of thing, like nobody really talks about that. And it's like then you'll have dreams and stuff like that, or like you'll that's why you like people like, I don't know, like that you used to love that Rocky song, that dun dun dun, like it pumped them up, get them pumped. And then yeah, and then there's songs that I play and it just makes me start crying. I played one song of the Deftones because I've been looking at their music a lot lately, and it's kind of like very like sad music, but there's some happy music too, and they're talking about some sad shit, but it's like real shit. And like I showed my little brother and he just started fucking crying.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, and then I started crying because it was like kind of like a song that I would dedicate to Kiki and stuff like that, but she doesn't want to like hear stuff like that.
What song is it?
Deftones, Rosemary. And yeah, she'd just be like, this is not helping me. Like, this is not helping me. And I'm just like, all right. But then I'd play it with Reynolds, and then like he'd start crying, and then I'd start crying. And then I play some happy stuff. He likes to play like, watch his videos, like old Nickelodeon videos and stuff, like Fairly Odd Parents. And I'd be like, damn, Reynolds, like that affects you too. I'd be trying to put it on like the anime as well, but he doesn't really like to watch anime. Only like Pokemon.
Is that an anime?
Yeah, it came from Japan, so I would consider it an anime. People call it cartoons. I don't know. Everybody has a different
definition
of like where to categorize things, because I would defend things. I'd be like, this is anime to like some of my friends like on my old block. And they'd be like, no, nigga, this is a cartoon. And I'm just like, no, it's an anime.
Right. I never had that. I didn't understand what like the distinction was. Like,
anime is just Japanese.
Like it originates from Japan, or is it the style of animation?
I would say, yeah, mostly a lot of things come out from Japan, and so they would call it like anime, or come out from like a manga, like a comic book.
Yeah.
And so, like, I guess, but there is a style of writing animes. I would think that, like, some shows kind of, like, they pick up on that kind of style, or they get people that could, like let's say South Park, they get an anime episode.
Mm-hmm.
But they, they're all anime characters. They're not even, the big kind of guy, so it's like, I don't know, I guess I could see the frustration with trying to categorize everything, because it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, is it an anime? Is it a cartoon? Like, is it a fucking...
Yeah, because people would always get mad at me. Or not everyone, but there's always be like at least some people that get mad when they ask me like, oh, do you watch anime? And I'll tell them like, oh, I like Dragon Ball. Like, I like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you could say that's an anime. Yeah.
Yeah, some people get mad. They're like, that's not an anime.
It's a cartoon.
And I'm like, well, shit, dude, I don't fucking know. I guess I don't like anime then.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I'm just trying to keep this all right there in one spot.
But yeah, I like Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball was cool. Which one? The first one?
I didn't really fuck with Dragon Ball. I fucked mostly with Dragon Ball Z. I was alright with Dragon Ball GT. And
GT was cool.
And then with Dragon Ball Super, I pretty much just like skipped through the story. And I just watched the fight scenes for like the last arc, the Tournament of Power. Mm-hmm. But that was about it.
Yeah. Hey, man, you want to pause it real quick?
Van Dyke asked to pause it because he had to go take a dump. How's your shit?
It went good.
Well, I don't know where we left off, but I think we could jump on to a different topic, I guess.
So the one with the actor, what did you guys talk about?
I just asked him about like acting. I think I told you, right, that I asked him about like all the satanic shit and all that.
He was just coming clean with it, like, yo.
He told me what he knew, and what else did I fucking ask him? I asked him if he had a fucking agent. I told him to fire her ass and sign me as his agent.
Oh man.
Even though I have no experience with that type of shit.
He's like, nah, I need her.
But yeah, then yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. I feel like you should listen to that one next after you finish the one I did with Marcos, aka episode 3.
Wait, you're gonna do? Oh, I did finish most of it. I was listening to it while I was like, when you sent me the link, I was listening to it, and I was like, oh man, this shit actually came out pretty good. It was released like 2 days ago, right?
I don't remember when. I think like a good while ago. I remember he hit me up on a Thursday when I was like fucking sleeping, and he was like, "Want to do a podcast?" And I was like, "God damn, all right."
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, that like too. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, I don't want to just sleep all fucking day, I guess.
I know. You be waking up early too, and then like I heard you guys talking about how you fucking hate the alarm. Your alarm clock.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's an annoying fucking alarm. So I make sure to keep that shit as my alarm, because I'm just like, all right, I need something annoying to get me up out of fucking bed so I could turn that shit off.
Yeah, I have my alarm on too. That's why it was going off earlier. I was like, shit, 10:30, and then I have all this shit to do.
Why do you keep calling me at like fucking such
early times?
I know early is like, oh, he called me like at 7. It's you called me like at fucking 2 a.m.
I know, because I was listening to the podcast, and I was like, oh shit, Caesar, this shit came out nice. And then I called you because I was like, all right, shit, let's get something set up. I be trying to text you, but I know that you be sleeping and shit. So I'm like, let me try to wake this guy up. Get this ball rolling.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is calling me right now?
It's like, oh, man, Dyke. What do you know?
But yeah,
because I was already like thinking like, damn, I don't think I'm gonna be able to work this shift. Because I was feeling like
that is fucking
I was feeling like shit. I didn't sleep, and then I slept a little bit, and then the whole thing with the paramedics and everything, and then I was like, you know what, I gotta. Sometimes I feel like like I gotta stop being like a little bitch about this shit. Just get the fucking thing, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like weak. But I'm like, nah, I just gotta change my mindset, get up and get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all do that sometimes. So, yeah. So I got up and I was like, you know what? Fuck that. We're gonna do a podcast later today. Cause I kept putting it off. Cause things kept coming up, and so I was like, fuck. I don't want to tell him that I want to do it and then not make it. Like, I gotta make it. Like, even my mom was like, you need to come back home right now. Get my car. And I was like, no, I already told you. I want to go get some money, and I'm going to go to the podcast after. It's like, you need to get me a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, no, fuck that. I gotta fucking work at 6 a.m. tomorrow for another job. And I'm gonna have to be there till 8. So I was like, man, no, like, I'm gonna need some bus money, or at least fucking Uber there to like the bus station, because I gotta be there exactly at 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's a long shift, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And so I gotta fucking make it, or else I'm gonna lose this job too. Like, fuck that. Like, so I already talked to the guy. He's already like, so I was like, so tomorrow, right? And he's like, yep, try to make it there. He gave me the address and stuff. I haven't taken it. It's somewhere in Hollywood, so I'm hoping the subway, you know, like how we used to take the subway to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You feel me? I hope that subway is open, because I remember somebody saying that, they started opening it because people need to get to work.
Mm-hmm.
So they would start the train at 4. Oh, I think that was Nacho that was saying that. So I was like, shit, that gives me enough time to get ready, have my mom drop me off, or take the bus, because I don't know if the buses are going to be running necessarily. So take the train and then get to where I gotta go, and be there before 6, or else this guy's gonna be pissed too. So, or she could just drive me there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to get the money. So I'm like, shoot, I'll just give you some fucking gas money, and then you can just drive me there. But yeah, if everything's so costly, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking inflation like a motherfucker. Sorry.
So how's your nose?
My nose? I mean, it's a little better now. It still be kind of like runny a little bit. That's why I have this tissue right here.
Oh no, I was asking because you got punched, no?
Yeah, that day was. Yeah, that day. Yeah, my nose was hurting. Luckily, he didn't break it though. He just gave me like one good tap, and it was quick too. And then I fucking just fell over.
So I don't get it. Like how did like that happen? Like did they just tell you like?
It's just like a little sparring. Like, you know,
sparring,
like,
or was it body?
Kind of like, yeah, we didn't get you activated. You feel me? They be doing that.
What the fuck does that mean? Get you activated?
But he was like, you know, I guess it's a guy thing. You'll go, like you said, like you'll go outside, put the gloves on, spar with your friends.
Yeah, but I was honest about that, saying that we're fucking idiots. That's why I didn't say, hey, man, we're gonna get you activated.
And then. You know, he was really apologetic after. He was like, "Hey, my bad, but you know what I'm saying. You know, need like a discipline. You know."
Why? What did you do?
Just, I guess, from talking too much.
About what?
Just like depressive shit. You gotta learn through pain sometimes, right? So I'm like, so yeah, and so I guess he was kind of just like, he was talking about some depressing shit too, like. About like his childhood and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Did you get disciplined?
Yeah, I think he said that. Yeah, his pops used to, you know, press him to join the taekwondo thing because you know, want to see your boy grow.
No. I meant like, did he get punched in the nose too?
Oh no, I didn't punch him, dude. I was like, I just put my hands up and then.
So
I didn't want to punch him. I don't like fighting my friends. Like. I really have a hard time sometimes like doing that because I don't want to hurt people. You feel me? Unless it's like somebody trying to fucking get me.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? I don't like. Yeah, I don't like doing that. You know. And I'm an advocate of not punching women.
Yeah, or touching them.
Oh yeah.
Against their consent.
Yeah.
We do not condone that behavior here at ImWithCesar.
Exactly. I mean, see, like, that's the type of stuff that get people in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to stay out of trouble, you don't want to go. You don't want to go doing stuff like that.
Well, I think this is a good place to end this episode, Van Dyke.
Okay.
All right. We will see you in the next episode, America.